trust you me, if I were outside there, I would also do this. And I mean it when I say that, and I'm not just placating. Okay? The fact is, the company is under what we call the company voluntary arrangement. The company, the different branches were shut at different times because of what was happening at that point. Okay? I've been running this company for the last 1 year now. There is the CVA which was passed by all the creditors of the company, which states how the finances of how the debt is going to be paid. Okay? At the same time, the company starts the recovery process. Okay? That was passed in August 2023. Since then, we made the first payment, which was early last year, which was in February. Okay? And since then, this year, if you can remember, for those who attended the meeting, the CVA meeting, which was in March 17th, as management, and of course the board, together with the monitor, we sent resolution, the proposals, which stated as follows. Wenye wakusikia wasikie. In case the company starts making money, okay, as we wait for that Kasarani property to be sorted, as the company starts making money, we'll be looking at the end of the year, we'll be looking at how much money have we made, and we start paying all the unsecured creditors. That's what, and those are resolutions which were passed and agreed by all the creditors for those who attended. But those are the public documents which are available, and it's available even on our website. That's the public information is available. And there is nobody who is going to be paid outside the CVA. No one. It needs to be very clear. So what I would request to you staff, yeah, hata sisi wenye mnatuona tukiwa huko ndani pia tuko na nyinyi. Yeah, what I would request is give the company time to be able to pay your debt. And we are working towards that. Each and every single, we did it on our own volition. I made that proposal. Lawrence, because that I'm also owed money. This company also owes me money. When I'm seated here, and that's what I'm saying, when I'm here, if I were outside, I would also be part of you. In the month of November in 2023, okay, you remember UBA is charged on this property. Okay? They were given the leave to sell this property. They were given the leave to sell the property. And we had to go and save it. How did we have to save it? We saved it by entering into out-of-court settlement, of which also we sought the leave of the creditors in a meeting. Okay? We had to save this. Otherwise, the moment when this property gets sold, that's it. Hakuna uchumi ingine. There's no other company that you're going to come to. There's no other head office that you're going to come to. Okay? We have to save this property. That's what we had to do. So we had to go, of course, have a lot of negotiations with them, and they were gracious enough to allow us to continue being here and also to have some sort of arrangement. Uchumi is going to pay your money. That one is guaranteed, 100%. Okay? It may not come as big chunk at once, okay? As we were expecting with the sale of the property. But it'll start trickling in because we are working towards that, okay? What the resolution said was, as we start to make extra cash flows, okay? We may be profitable, but their extra cash flows will only come in is, for example, let's say we are making 10 million in profit, okay? But you see, we are incurring cash flows which are going out, which are not in the P&L based on the old debt, specifically the UBA case, okay? So it may be consuming those extra profits, okay? But what you're saying is it's going to come, and I'm sure it's going to be very soon from our projections. So,
Maybe a question.
they are what we call There's how the debt is normally classified. Okay, we start with the secured. The only property that we have is this property and the Kasarani property. Those are the properties that the company has. Okay? Okay? If this property was to be sold today, before anybody picks anything, UBA Bank gets paid, KDC gets paid, and Treasury gets paid. Hakuna dururu itabaki. Even those secured creditors, they won't even get all their money. If the other property, we get it, and it gets paid, it gets sold, then everybody will have a bite out of that chunk. Okay? Now, when it comes to the property that we sold, the 3 acres that we sold, okay, the money that we got, and all of us have seen the statement, the utilization of the funds. There are people who are secured on that property. KCB Bank. They took the lion's share. And they were very gracious to even accept that we pick any money to pay anyone. Because they have a right to take all the money. So we had to negotiate with them to allow the company at least to get some money to start operating and to pay the unsecured creditors. Because the unsecured creditors at this point, all of us here, we have nothing.